There's very sad and heartbreaking story making headlines right now about a Georgia woman named Christina Murray. She's suing an IVF clinic and because she was implanted with the wrong embryo due to a mix-up at the clinic, which she found out about after raising the baby for 5 months. Here's why she says she's fighting for custody, though. Take a look.
I spent my entire life wanting to be a mom. I loved, nurtured, and grew my child, and I would have done literally anything in my power to keep him. My baby is not genetically mine. He doesn't have my blood. He doesn't have my eyes, but he is and will always be my son. To carry a baby, to fall in love with him, to deliver him, to build that uniquely special bond between a mother and a child. Never once did I consider I might birth someone else's child and have them taken from me.
Custody. So just so you, to clarify that, she's not suing for custody, she's suing the IVF clinic.
Yeah.
That's a very different thing.
That's completely different.
Because it is not her biological baby. In fact, the baby is half black.
Let me do the baby is not a white baby.
Yeah.
In a statement on behalf of the clinic and director Dr. Jeffrey Gray, coastal fertility specialists, said it, quote, deeply regrets the distress caused by an unprecedented error and has since, quote, put additional safeguards in place to ensure that such an incident does not happen again. So,
he's going to have to pay an unprecedented settlement for this because, I mean,
they better pay a lot.
It's not the fault of the parents, but on both sides, there's loving parents who did everything right, and it was all negligence by this
with the child.
She has bonded.
It's a long time.
Honestly the most heartbreaking and worst thing that could happen in an IVF scenario. And I want to say it's like this is beyond uncommon. There are major steps. You and I both know this that they go through to make sure this can't happen.
It's very rare.
But my heart breaks for both families because she bonded with and carried this child, but the other family missed out on 5 months of their child's life. And for a woman
carrying the birth, all the things.
She's 38 years old too. She missed out on a year of her fertility to be able to achieve a child. So I hope they both get massive settlements, and that still doesn't undo the pain.
Right.
No,
I agree.
Where is her child?
Well,
She
they
doesn't
don't
she has
know.
embryos in the clinic.
Yes, her embryos are still there.
But they don't know if perhaps one of her embryos is with another couple. So
wow.
that's another piece of it that's terrifying.
DNA tells everything.
And you know, I went through several rounds of IVF and had 5 miscarriages, and that was one of our nightmares. Like, what if there's a mix-up and you bond with your baby, you carry your baby, when you do IVF, you do a lot to have that baby, and the baby comes and it is not your biological baby. I don't know that I would feel differently than she feels. Like, you bond with that child no matter what.
Right. Frankly, if the baby had not been a different skin color, she might not have known.
She may not have even known.
She also had a donor. So it wasn't a couple trying to have a baby. She had a donor.
She had a donor.
So
I hope this woman gets a baby someday.
I think we should make it really clear that this is really rare.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't have a chilling effect on people that want to have children, that want to go through the IVF process, because while it's a hard process, I wouldn't trade my kids for anything in the world.
It's an absolute miracle of science.
Well, I hope she gets a baby and a Ferrari and a yacht and a plane and lots of money in the bank, because this is horrible.
My baby looked like Nikita Khrushchev when she was born.
I got to tell you, Paloma
whose baby is that?
didn't look like us at first, and we were like, uh-oh.